morning, folks. Today is the end of October, and David and I are moving the cows, and we've already moved them, and he's taking the mineral up there on that hill, and I'm telling you what, it just doesn't get any prettier than this. Got a nice body of water here in front of us, and there is a massive bass. I mean, it looks like you took a boat motor and turned it on right there in that water. It was the darndest swirl you've ever seen. Probably up there feeding on some little bluegill. But you notice we do have a wire all the way along this dam. We're not letting those cattle in that beautiful lake. And the reason I'm talking kind of quiet is Isaac is bow hunting this morning. He got he bought a compound bow, and it's his maiden voyage this morning. He's out trying to harvest some venison. It's just a beautiful morning to be bow hunting. It's probably, I don't know, 40 degrees. There's frost down the lowlands, but my phone said it was like 40 degrees out here. Folks, that is a pretty picture right there. Red cattle on green grass with the beautiful fall colors surrounding it. Looks like an artist did a painting, you know. I wanted to take just a second to thank everyone last night that participated in our sheep, goat, and guardian dog auction that we had on our website. And congratulations to the winning bidder. You got a really nice set of animals there to start your operation with. And yeah, it's exciting to see people getting back on the land and, you know, just being in control of their food and this regenerative ag and building soil. And I don't know, I meet a lot of people that have come back to the land, and it's awful rewarding to see people actually saying, you know what, I think we're gonna do something about our situation. And I gotta relay this story to you. People may be listening to this, and I won't mention your names, but I thought it was a really cool story. A true story. They came and bought some cow-calf pairs. I'm sorry, some bred cows from us. And I said, well, what's your all story? And they'd moved here to the Midwest. And they said, well, Greg, we just want you to know you're 100% responsible for us sitting here talking to you. So we were watching your videos, sitting in our bedroom on our bed in San Diego, and we're seeing what's going on. It was like we look at each other, and we look at you out there on those green pastures, those cattle, and the life that you're leading there. And we both looked at each other, and then we commented and said, we're gonna do this. They sold and they moved, and they're on a farm, and they've got livestock, and they've never owned an animal in their life. But just after talking with them and walking through our cow mob that afternoon, they're two very, very excited, passionate young folks. They're excited about their future, and they had the gusto to just say, you know what, we're gonna do it. And they did it. And so congratulations to you two. I don't need to mention your name. You know who I'm talking about. And good job. You took control of your future. It's pretty nice to, you know, be able to look out here and see these animals that you can eat, and they're all being supported by grass. We're not buying any grain. We're not plowing our fields. We're not planting, you know, seed every year. Only thing we're planting is 4 feet. And these animals do fine on grass. And we're in a drought, folks. I mean, we finally got 2 inches of rain that day, but I mean, I found some cracks in the bottom this morning. There's still cracks in the soil. That's how dry it is. But man, it's just so rewarding to see people take control of their future and their life. And you know, it does. It takes courage. I mean, I look back when I quit my town job. I'd been there 29, going on 30 years. And it's tough. It's really tough because, you know, you get sold into that 6-week vacation thing. That's where I was at. 6 weeks vacation, all paid holidays. You know, I had full coverage, health, you know, the whole package. And at 50 years old, I walked away from that to a world that I didn't know if I was gonna, you know, I figured I was gonna make it pretty well. I just had confidence in myself that I was gonna do it. And there was nobody gonna tell me I couldn't. I just wasn't gonna take no for an answer, period. And that's just the way you've gotta be. Somebody tells you you can't do something. Whew, you talk about fuel. That's fuel for me. I would go see a guy that had told me that. You know, when I was in the dire outs and I had $8 left in my checking account, I'd go see a fella that had everything, and he didn't know it. He was trying to discourage me, and he would say, "You ain't got a chance in heck of making it, Judy. You ain't got any land. You don't have any cattle. You don't have any money. Heck, you don't even own a tractor. You don't have a prayer making it in the cattle business." And boy, when he said that to me, all it did was liven me up. I'm like, I'll show you. Today, that guy is out of the cattle business because he said there's no money in it. And that's the definition of insanity, to do the same thing every year and expect a different result. And that's what he did. He never changed anything for 30-some years. Nothing. And yet every year he expects a different result. That is the definition of insanity. You've got to change. You can't do what everybody else is doing and expect to do any better than they are. Boy, somebody just shot a big gun. Must be sighting in their deer rifle. But yeah, have faith in yourself, folks. Have faith in yourself. You absolutely can do whatever you want. If you want to be a rocket engineer, you can do that. If you want to be a full-time grazer, you can do that, but you got to set goals. But if you don't, you're not going to know if you've got it. If you've reached that goal or not. You've got to have written goals. And mine was to become a full-time grazer and reach that goal. Never look back. So that's what you got to do. Decide what you want to do in life. Be good at it. Don't do too many things at once starting out. I think that's a major wreck for a lot of people. Do one thing really well, and when you get that one down, then you can tackle adding on another. But to throw it all out at one single instance and start trying to do everything together, boy, it's a lot of pressure on you. And you're probably going to fail. So that's my advice for today. And I'm sorry I got off on that tangent. But golly, it's a beautiful morning. And I'm going to go enjoy walking through our cows. And everyone have a good one. And hit that subscribe button on the way out. Folks, we're only 400. I think we're 400 subscribers away from 100,000. It's pretty darn cool. Folks, be careful out there and have a great day.